They really thought mocking what protects you was a good idea. That's the funniest part. The way small people get brave when they think nobody's watching. Oh, look at them, running their mouth, acting bold, poking at forces they don't even understand. They hated you so much that they actually thought their hate made them powerful. That's the kind of stupidity even villains laugh at. And Puddin, you should have seen it, the universe tilted its head like, oh, look at this tiny little clown trying to fight a giant. Now imagine this for a moment. Chosen one. Somebody stands there, chest puffed out, pretending they own the world. They point at the shield around you, the one that's been quietly protecting you your whole life, and they mock it like they're invincible. They treat your protection like it's a toy, like it's a joke, like nothing will come back around. They think because you don't react instantly, you don't have power. That's the thing about fools. They believe silence equals weakness. Meanwhile, your silence was the warning. They just weren't smart enough to hear it. Here's the part that proves you're right. Chosen one. People with real strength never mock what protects others. Only weak, shaky, jealous people do that. Only someone obsessed with you would risk everything just to throw shade at what keeps you standing. That's how deep their envy went. They didn't just hate you, they hated the fact that life favors you. And when someone hates a chosen one that bad, they start exposing themselves without meaning to. They talk too much, they move too fast, they slip, and this one slipped straight into their own doom. And thank you, chosen one. Don't forget to pay this message back by simply pressing like and subscribe to help spread this message to more souls, as it's the responsibility of all of us to spread the light. Thank you, chosen one, for being part of this mission. You are part of a force. Now back to the truth your enemy never saw coming. They really never noticed the giant standing behind you. They saw you alone and thought the story ended there. They mistook your calm for emptiness, your kindness for weakness, your silence for defeat. They didn't know your energy comes with backup. They didn't know you come with invisible armor. They didn't know your path is watched by forces they can't scare, can't trick, can't manipulate. They were busy mocking you while the universe was busy grading their stupidity. Someone hated you so much they forgot to hide it. They mocked the very force that protects you just because your existence annoyed them. Cute. They thought they were exposing you, but all they exposed was how obsessed, jealous, and weak they really are. They thought people would believe their lies. Instead, people started noticing how their behavior makes them look like the stalker, the hater, the unstable one. Oh, look at them, shaking now, trying to clean up the mess they made with their own mouth. Their slip-up wasn't an accident. It was destiny catching them red-handed. It was the moment the clown mask fell off and everyone finally saw the real face underneath. The moment they opened their mouth to mock your protection, their fate sealed itself like a steel vault slamming shut. They didn't insult you. They insulted the balance around you. They challenged the very force that's been keeping them from crashing for years. And the universe loves when arrogant people hand-deliver their downfall. They mocked your protection because they thought nothing would ever touch them. They bragged about what they did to you, laughed about what they took from you, strutted around like villains with plot armor. Meanwhile, reality stood behind them with a smirk, whispering, "Keep talking, sweetheart. I'm loading your consequences." This wasn't about jokes. This wasn't about opinions. This was about someone being so jealous, so threatened, so obsessed with you that they tried to tear down the shield around you. They thought breaking your protection would break you. They thought mocking your path would stop it. They really thought hurting you made them powerful. But chosen one, when a weak person mocks a protected person, they don't weaken the protected one. They weaken themselves. And this enemy, they just broke their own luck. They signed their own ending. They handed the universe the evidence it needed. Their fate isn't about to be sealed. It already is. And chosen one, don't go anywhere now. What you just heard wasn't even the storm. It was the thunder warning before it hits. The real picture is just starting to load. And trust me, when you hear what comes next, you'll understand exactly why their little mockery sealed their fate the moment they opened their mouth. So if you're ready to walk through this step by step, drop the number 777 in the comments to show you're claiming your strength back. And if you can, bless the team behind this message with a super thanks. Your support is the fuel that keeps this mission alive, louder, and unstoppable. You're helping this message reach more souls who need to wake up to their own power. And now, let's take the dive. Chosen one, stay close, because if you really carry that chosen energy, you'll feel the pull to hear every last word. The deeper we go, the more the truth will start snapping into place. And you'll finally see why their mocking wasn't bravery. It was their last mistake. Let's continue. Number 1, their problem was you existed and shined. Funny how they hated your light, but never realized their jealousy is the only thing lighting up their whole personality. They really thought your shine was the problem, chosen one. They walked around acting like you were some great threat, some giant shadow haunting their peace, when in reality, your existence alone made them feel tiny. That's what this has always been about. You didn't touch them. You didn't chase them. You didn't bother them. You simply existed, and oh, look at them. Look how fast they fell apart. It's almost adorable. Like watching a matchstick scream at the sun because it can't burn as bright. That's their entire issue. You shine by just being you, and they've been choking on their own envy like it's the only air they know. Now imagine this for a moment. Chosen one, a candle in a dark room, flickering, weak, struggling not to die out. And then someone walks in holding a torch, a bright, blazing torch. The candle doesn't think, wow, what beautiful light. No. It panics, it shakes, it sputters, it knows it can't compete. That candle is your enemy. That torch is you. They never hated what you did. They hated that you made them realize how dim they truly are. And let's be honest, you've felt this energy your whole life. The silent tension when you walk into a room, the way insecure people stare too long, the way they try to test you in small, sneaky ways, the way they poke, hoping one day you'll break so they can smile and say, See, I told you they weren't that special. But here you are, still standing, still glowing, still refusing to dim your light just because someone else can't handle it. You might even be wondering right now, why me? Why do people get triggered by me when I don't bother anyone? Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Your presence exposes everything they've been hiding from themselves. Your confidence exposes their insecurity. Your kindness exposes their bitterness. Your peace exposes their chaos. Your growth exposes their stagnation. You don't destroy them. You just show them who they really are, and that alone is enough to make weak people rage. Look throughout history. Michael Jackson shined too bright, so people made up stories. Whitney Houston shined too bright, so people whispered lies. Princess Diana shined too bright, so people tried to tear her down. Greatness has never scared the world. It scared the ones who know they can never match it. That's exactly what's happening to you. Someone spent years poking at you, trying to get a reaction, trying to make you look unhinged. They wanted to put a crack in your reputation. They wanted to turn your light into a weapon against you. But all they did was prove how obsessed they are. You were living your life. They were living inside your shadow. Oh, look at them, desperate, jealous, loud, thinking their noise could drown out your shine. What they didn't understand is that you didn't walk around trying to be exceptional, you just are. That's why it bothers them so much. If you were trying, they'd say, "Oh, they're showing off." But you're not showing off. You're just existing, and that's what made them lose their mind. Here's a hard truth wrapped in villain wisdom. Weak people don't hate strong people. Weak people hate being reminded they're weak, and nothing reminds them faster than someone who shines without effort. And then comes the irony, the part that tastes sweet. They thought their hatred would dim you. They thought mocking you would break you. They thought embarrassing you would erase you. Instead, everything they did pointed right back at their own insecurity. They didn't expose you, they exposed themselves. They showed the world how jealous they are. They showed how threatened they are. They showed how fragile their ego is. Their behavior became the mirror they never wanted to see. Now, let's go deeper. Chosen one, think about the people who inspire you, the ones you admire, the ones who changed the world. Every single one of them had someone who hated them for no reason except that they shined. It's a rite of passage. The moment you shine, someone somewhere decides it's their life mission to dim you. Not because you harmed them, but because your existence proves they settled for less. And insecure souls can't stand mirrors. You might even ask yourself, did I do something wrong? And the answer is simple. You did something absolutely unforgivable to a jealous person. You existed. You glowed. You walked into rooms without shrinking. You survived storms that should have destroyed you. You kept your heart soft in a world that broke theirs. You kept rising while they kept rotting, and that alone was enough to make them see you as a threat. They tried to paint you as crazy, but look who's obsessed. They tried to call you unstable, but look who keeps watching you. They tried to smear your name, but look who keeps bringing your name up. They tried to make you look like a problem, but the only pattern anyone sees is them. Imagine a sunflower. It grows toward the light. No struggle, no noise, it just grows. And imagine a weed next to it, twisting, choking, trying to wrap around the sunflower's stem. The sunflower doesn't even notice the weed. It's too busy reaching upward. That's you. And the weed? Oh, sweetheart, that's your enemy, clinging, twisting, hoping to pull you down because it knows it can't rise with you. And here's the final snap of truth, the kind that makes them flinch. They never hated your actions. They hated the reflection of themselves they saw when they looked at you. You forced them to confront their mediocrity without saying a single word. And instead of growing, they chose hating you. That's why they poked you. That's why they tried to break you. That's why they mocked your protection. That's why they lost control. You didn't destroy them. You didn't ruin them. You didn't even fight them. You just shined. And your shine was enough to trigger their downfall. Their problem was never who you are. Their problem was that you existed, and you shined anyway. Number 2. Their slip-up wasn't accidental. It was their mask falling off. People don't slip when they're honest. They slip when they're hiding something filthy behind a fake smile. That's exactly what happened here. Their so-called mistake wasn't a mistake. It was their mask collapsing under the weight of their jealousy. They were trying so hard to act normal around you, trying so hard to pretend they didn't care, pretending they weren't obsessed, pretending they weren't threatened. But envy has a funny way of making liars stutter, and one tiny crack in their act turned into a full mask drop. Oh, look at them. The great pretender exposed by their own mouth. They thought they were slick. They thought they were silent. Nope. Their own jealousy snitched on them before you had to say a single word. Now, imagine this for a moment. Chosen one. Someone is holding a glass mask in front of their face. Pretty, shiny, smooth. They use it to look calm, to look harmless, to look unaffected. But behind it, their face is twitching in resentment. Their eyes are burning with envy. Their jaw is locked with hate. One wrong word, one wrong move, one wrong moment, and crack. The mask shatters. Suddenly, everyone sees the twisted, ugly truth they were hiding. That's what their slip-up was, the sound of their mask breaking, because nobody accidentally mocks someone's protection. Nobody accidentally mocks your path. Nobody accidentally mocks your growth. That level of disrespect has been sitting in their heart for a long time. They just finally forgot to hold it in. And here's the part that makes them look even dumber. They thought you didn't see it coming. They thought you couldn't sense the weird vibe, the fake smile, the forced friendliness, the weird tension that followed them like a bad smell. Chosen ones always feel when someone is wearing a mask. You don't always call it out, but you feel it. You felt the shift, the stiffness, the weird tone, the way their eyes never matched their words. You've been watching their mask shake for months, but the universe was waiting for them to expose themselves properly. They needed to speak. They needed to slip. They needed to reveal their weak heart with their own mouth. And chosen one, don't lie. You probably wondered at some point, was I imagining it? Were they really jealous? Were they really hating on me? No, you weren't imagining anything. People can fake words, but they cannot fake energy. And their energy has been screaming for a long time. Their jealousy was leaking like poison through a cracked bottle. Their slip-up was just the moment it finally spilled in public. Let's talk about how masks work. Actors wear masks to play a part. Criminals wear masks to hide their guilt. Insecure people wear masks to pretend they're fine. But the moment pressure comes, the mask crumbles. And there is nothing that applies pressure like watching someone rise while you sink. Your growth threatened them. Your healing threatened them. Your protection mocked them more than they ever mocked you. They wanted to look put together, but your existence made them come undone. You didn't target them. You didn't try to expose them. You didn't even look their way. They exposed themselves because pretending was too heavy. Look at famous moments of public downfall. Lance Armstrong lied for years until one slip in an interview cracked the whole illusion. Tiger Woods kept a polished mask until one accident forced everything out. Ellen DeGeneres acted sweet until one complaint triggered a flood of truth. People don't fall because someone exposes them. People fall because their own mask can't hold the weight of their truth anymore. That's what happened to your enemy. Their envy grew too heavy for their fake personality to hold up. Their mouth couldn't keep the lie going. So it fell apart, beautifully, right in front of the exact person it wasn't supposed to. They mocked your protection because deep down they knew they couldn't beat it. They mocked your growth because deep down they hated watching you heal. They mocked your path because deep down they knew they were still stuck. They weren't talking about you. They were confessing their fears. They weren't exposing your weakness. They were exposing their insecurity. Chosen one, the moment they slipped, the moment they said that stupid little comment, the moment they mocked what protects you, the moment they acted bold. Did you notice how everything suddenly made sense? That's because the mask was gone. You finally saw the real face. You finally saw the jealous one. You finally saw the reason they acted weird. You finally saw the truth behind their fake kindness. And they knew it. That's the best part. They felt the air shift. They felt their mask drop. They felt their lie break open. And oh, look at them now, trying to play it off, trying to laugh, trying to pretend it wasn't what it was. But everyone who heard them, everyone who saw that moment, felt the truth. Slips don't expose the innocent. Slips expose the guilty. Here's the thing about people who hide behind masks. They always talk too much. They always reveal too much. They always think they're smarter than they are. They always think their mask is unbreakable. They always think they can mock you without consequences. But mockery is the loudest cry for help a jealous person has. It's a neon sign flashing, "I'm threatened by you." Their mask didn't fall off because you did something. Their mask fell off because you didn't do anything. Silence exposes frauds faster than confrontation. Your calmness made them panic. Your growth made them unstable. Your shine made their mask slip. You didn't attack them. You didn't call them out. You didn't even fight. You just kept rising, and rising exposes everything. Your enemy wanted to seem confident, but the slip-up showed their fear. They wanted to seem powerful, but the slip-up showed their weakness. They wanted to seem unaffected, but the slip-up showed their obsession. They wanted to seem in control, but the slip-up showed the truth. They never had control to begin with. Think about the psychology of masks. In every human, the truth leaks through body language before it leaks through words. A jealous person can't hide their eyes. A bitter person can't hide their tone. A fake person can't hide their micro-reactions. And when pressure hits, those tiny cracks explode into full confessions. That's what their slip really was. Pressure squeezing the truth out like a soaked sponge. So let's answer the question sitting in your mind now. Did their mask fall because of me? No. Their mask fell because they built it on jealousy, fear, insecurity, and lies. Masks made of cheap materials don't survive around people made of real strength. You didn't shatter their mask. You didn't force the truth out. You didn't drag anything from them. Their own envy made them talk. Their own ego made them slip. Their own jealousy made them fall. And chosen one, the moment that mask hit the floor, their fate started unraveling. Because once the truth is out, there's no putting it back. Number 3, they got caught talking trash to the wrong person. Funny how their mouth sprinted before their brain could catch up, and the universe sat there like, "Go on, sweetheart, dig your own grave." They really thought they were untouchable, chosen one. They thought their little trash talk was safe, protected, hidden in shadows where no one would ever hear it. But life has a wicked sense of humor. A text sent to the wrong phone, a comment tossed out in the wrong room, a whisper dropped right into the ears that were never supposed to hear it. Their downfall didn't come from you. It came from their own mouth, tripping over its jealousy. And oh, look at them now, scrambling, shaking, trying to backpedal like, "That's not what I meant." No, Puddin', that's exactly what they meant. Their brain tried to hide it, but their mouth betrayed them, because envy always leaks. Bitterness always slips. Hate always exposes itself when the universe decides it's time. You might be wondering, why did it happen like this? Why now? Because the universe is with you, chosen one. It doesn't always strike with lightning. Sometimes it sets the perfect little trap, waits patiently, then nudges your enemy forward with a smirk. They thought they were sneaky. They thought they were clever. They thought they could talk trash behind your back forever. Meanwhile, the universe was practically whispering, "Say it louder. I want everyone to hear your true colors." Imagine this, a person holding a bucket of paint, trying to splash it on your name while staying spotless themselves. But the moment they tilt the bucket, the paint pours straight down their own shirt. They wanted to stain your image. Instead, they ruined theirs. That's what happens when someone disrespects a chosen one. Life flips the script fast. And chosen one, listen closely. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a coincidence. This was exposure delivered on a silver platter. You didn't have to fight. You didn't have to defend yourself. The universe handled it for you. That's why you must stop stressing about who's talking behind your back. Their words are boomerangs. They always come back home, to their own reputation. This section answers a question you may have silently asked. Did the universe really protect me, or was it just luck? It wasn't luck. It was timing. It was alignment. It was the force behind you saying, "You keep growing. I'll handle the fools." So leave them where they stand, chosen one. Focus on your path. Focus on your shine. The more you rise, the more their mask slips, and the universe will keep dragging their truth into the light every single time they try to hide it. Their trash talk didn't hurt you, it exposed them, and that exposure was the beginning of their end. Number 4. They tried to make you look like a monster and made themselves look unhinged. The funniest insanity is when someone tries to paint you as the monster, but the only creature everyone sees foaming at the mouth is them. Chosen one, they really thought they were clever with this one. They poked you non-stop, hoping to trigger you. They nitpicked your every move like it was their full-time job. They stalked what you're doing, who you're talking to, what you're posting, like your existence was a channel they couldn't stop watching. They spread lies, twisted stories, played victim, and then the second you finally defended yourself like any normal human would, oh, look at them, collapsing into their dramatic performance like, see, look how crazy they are. It would be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. And here's the cosmic joke, Puddin'. The more they tried to make you look unhinged, the more they started looking like they needed help. The universe has a wicked way of flipping the script. They wanted people to fear you. Instead, people started fearing their obsession. They wanted people to distrust you. Instead, people started distrusting their motives. They wanted attention for being wronged. Instead, everyone started quietly asking the same question. Why are you this obsessed with someone who's not even bothering you? Imagine this scene, chosen one. You're walking down a path, minding your business, and behind you is this little chaotic gremlin jumping up and down, throwing rocks, screaming your name, clawing at the air. And every time you turn around, they suddenly fall to the floor, clutching their leg. Ow! Look what you did to me! Meanwhile, everyone watching is like, sweetheart, nobody touched you. That's exactly how their smear campaign played out. They tried to create a monster, but their acting was so sloppy that people started noticing the truth. No one fights this hard to bring down someone they supposedly don't care about. Their obsession was the giveaway. Their desperation was the confession. Their behavior was the real red flag. And chosen one, maybe you're asking yourself, why did they want me to look crazy so bad? Because if they made you look unbalanced, they could hide their own instability behind your shadow. They could distract from their lies, their envy, their childishness. They thought if they made you look like the villain, no one would notice their trembling little ego behind the curtain. They needed you to be the monster so they could be the victim. And the universe said, nope. People started watching them closer. People noticed the stalking. People noticed the nitpicking. People noticed how much they talked about you. People noticed how they reacted to your wins, your silence, your peace. And the more they tried to warn others about you, the more obvious it became that they were the one off balance. This is what happens when someone tries to rewrite reality around a chosen one. Reality pushes back, hard. The universe stands behind you like a giant with its arms crossed, watching them spiral, whispering, keep going, show everyone who you really are. Because chosen ones don't become monsters under pressure, they become clearer, stronger, more grounded, but unstable people. Pressure exposes every crack in their mask. And here's the sweet part. You didn't have to prove your innocence. Your energy did it for you. People felt how real you are. They felt your intentions. They felt your peace. Meanwhile, people watched the enemy unravel like a pulled thread on a cheap costume. And once a thread is pulled, the whole disguise falls apart. The universe is with you, chosen one. Every time they poked you, it was recorded. Every time they lied, the truth got louder. Every time they attacked you, their reflection grew uglier. You didn't become the monster. You became the mirror. And the mirror scared them more than anything else. So leave them where they're spiraling. Their obsession is their downfall. Their lies are their undoing. Their smear campaign is their confession. And you walk forward, glowing, steady, protected, watching their own actions sentence them. They tried to make you look unhinged, but the only madness anyone sees is theirs. Number 5. The backfire hit them like a train. The wild thing about karma is how gentle it looks right before it hits someone like a full-speed train. Chosen one, they really thought they were winning. They bragged about hurting you. They gloated about getting away with things. They mocked your path, your protection, your growth. They walked around with that cheap smirk, confidence, like life was on their side. Oh, look at them, chest out, ego high, thinking they were untouchable. Meanwhile, the universe was standing behind them like a quiet villain, tilting its head, whispering, "Are you done embarrassing yourself yet?" Because the second life decides someone has crossed the line, the backfire isn't gentle, it's explosive. Their own words came back for them. Their own lies tied themselves around their ankles. Their own actions smacked them harder than anything you could have done. That train wasn't random. It was the universe saying, you don't get to attack a chosen one and walk away smiling. And maybe you're asking, why did it take so long? Why didn't life stop them sooner? Because the universe lets people dig their own hole deep enough so that when they fall, it's final, it's loud, it's obvious. It teaches them a lesson they never forget. Your enemy wasn't punished by you. They were punished by their own behavior. Chosen one, stay focused. The universe is handling your enemies better than you ever could. Their downfall is proof you were always protected. Their backfire is proof you were always chosen. Number 6. The universe doesn't argue with them. It embarrasses them. The universe doesn't raise its voice. It raises the consequences. Chosen one, they really walked around thinking they were above every warning, every sign, every nudge that told them to stop messing with you. They treated the protection around you like it was some kind of punchline. They mocked your path like they were untouchable. Oh, look at them, giggling, smirking, acting bold, thinking the universe isn't paying attention. Cute. Because life doesn't waste energy arguing with fools. It just embarrasses them in ways they never recover from. They thought ignoring the signs made them powerful. All it really did was make the lesson bigger. They thought your silence meant weakness. Your silence was the universe's countdown. And now that the clock has hit 0, watch how fast everything flips. The joke they were laughing at, yeah, it's on them now. Their confidence turns into confusion. Their gossip turns into exposure. Their wins turn into traps they set for themselves. Maybe you wonder, but why does life let it go this far? Because chosen one, the universe doesn't just correct people, it educates them. It waits until their ego is high, their mask is tight, their pride is loud. Then it pulls the rug. That's why the embarrassment hits harder. That's why it shocks everyone watching. That's why it proves you were protected all along. So leave them to their own mess. Life is handling them in a language they can't ignore. Their humiliation is the universe defending you. Number 7. They kept taunting like nothing would touch them. The loudest mouths belong to the people standing on the weakest floors. Chosen one, they really strutted around like they were invincible. They did things to you and smirked, "Nothing's happening to me." They spread lies, twisted stories, stirred drama, and giggled like the universe was their personal cheerleader. They really thought getting away with something temporarily meant they'd get away with it forever. Oh, look at them, talking big while standing on a cliff made of wet paper. They said things about you and laughed. Ha! Where's the karma? Meanwhile, the universe was off to the side, twirling a bat like Harley Quinn, whispering, "Or Puddin, keep talking. I want to see how deep you want to dig that grave." Because the universe isn't rushed by ego. It lets fools rise, just high enough so that the fall makes a perfect example. And chosen one, I know sometimes you wondered, why isn't life doing anything? Why are they getting away with it? Because karma doesn't interrupt stupidity, it completes it. The universe was letting them stack their consequences so high that when they finally fall, there's no denying what caused it. Their taunting wasn't power, it was confession. Every laugh, every smirk, every "nothing's happening to me" was them bragging while the rope tightened behind them. You don't need to react, you don't need to fight, you don't need to prove anything. The universe saw everything. The universe kept the receipts. And their karma isn't late, it's loading with interest. They kept taunting like nothing would touch them. Now life is about to tap them on the shoulder. Number 8. Their little fly energy is about to get swatted. Annoying isn't power. It's just the final stage before someone gets crushed. Chosen one, they really thought their buzzing meant something. They hovered around you like a desperate little fly, always in your space, always poking your peace, always trying to get a reaction out of you. Oh, look at them. Z's. Flying in circles, thinking their irritation was influence. That's the funniest part. Weak people think being loud is the same as being strong. It's not. It's just noise waiting to be swatted. They kept popping up in your life, in your comments, in your conversations, in people's ears. Buzzing, 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 trying to drain you, trying to distract you, trying to annoy you into stepping off your path. They wanted to break your focus, because your focus is the one thing they can't imitate. And every time you ignored them, they buzzed louder. That's what envy does. It gets desperate. But here's the cosmic rule they forgot. Every fly gets smacked, not with effort, not with struggle, just one clean swipe from the universe. And chosen one, maybe you wondered, why won't this person leave me alone? Why do they keep coming back? Because flies are attracted to light, even when the light burns them. They couldn't stop watching you, studying you, stalking you, trying to disrupt you. But the universe was watching them too, arms crossed, tapping its foot, saying, "Keep going, I dare you." Their little buzzing wasn't power, it was a countdown. And life is about to land one final, undeniable SWAT. This one? Oh, puddin', it's gonna be hard. Number 9. They slipped up in front of the one person they shouldn't have. Some people don't need enemies. Their own mouth is their destruction device. Chosen one, they really thought they were safe talking trash in the dark. They thought they could hide their obsession, disguise their jealousy, and keep playing innocent while stabbing you behind your back. But life has a wicked sense of humor. And oh, look at them, slipping right in front of the one person who should have never heard the truth. Their mask didn't just crack, it shattered loud enough for the universe to clap. They told on themselves without even meaning to. Their jealousy leaked out, their bitterness spilled, their obsession slipped through every word. They didn't expose you, they exposed their entire hidden personality. And the person who heard it? Yeah, the worst possible witness. Someone who already saw the signs, someone who already had doubts, someone whose opinion actually matters. Life didn't send a random bystander. It sent the exact person whose ears would flip their entire reputation upside down. And maybe you wondered, why that person? Why that moment? Because the universe isn't messy, it's strategic. It wanted their truth to land exactly where it would hit the hardest. It wanted their words to corner them. It wanted the mask-off moment to be so undeniable that not even they could lie their way out of it. They had one job: keep their jealousy hidden. Instead, they broadcasted it to their worst possible audience. Chosen one, understand this. Your silence didn't expose them, their own mouth did. Their downfall began the moment they underestimated who was listening. And the universe just smirked and let the trap close. Number 10. The explosion they triggered themselves. Some people don't get destroyed by others. They get destroyed by the mess they built with their own hands. Chosen one, everything they did is finally catching up to them. Every lie they whispered, every rumor they spread, every little jab, poke, smear, and mockery they thought they were getting away with, all of it has been stacking behind them like crates of dynamite. And the funniest part, they're the one who lit the fuse. Oh, look at them, walking around bragging, smirking, acting untouchable, completely unaware that their own actions are the ones ticking behind them like a timer they can't hear. They thought throwing trash at you made them powerful. They didn't realize that trash has a habit of circling back and burying the one who threw it. They thought spinning lies made them clever. They didn't realize lies stick to the liar long before they reach the target. They mocked your protection, mocked your path, mocked your growth, and every mock was another spark on the bomb they were building for themselves. The universe was never going to intervene early. It wanted them to finish the construction. It wanted them to stack every consequence neatly. It wanted their downfall to be unmistakably self-made. And maybe you wondered, how long until everything comes back on them? Chosen one, it already started. Their reputation is cracking. Their relationships feel shaky. Their confidence is thinning. People are looking at them sideways. The energy around them is tightening like a fuse reaching the end. That uneasy feeling they're having lately, that's not stress. That's karma clearing its throat. This explosion isn't punishment, it's physics. What they built is collapsing. What they triggered is detonating. What they intended for you is turning around with perfect aim. Tick, tick, boom. And the universe stands behind you with a smirk, whispering, "Told you I'd handle it." Number 11. When you mock what protects a chosen one, you break your own luck. Only a fool swings at a force designed to hold them together and then acts shocked when their own life starts falling apart. Chosen one, this part is simple, brutal truth. When they mocked what protects you, not religion, not mysticism, just the unseen balance that keeps your path stable, they didn't weaken you, they weakened themselves. They didn't shake your foundation, they shattered their own luck. Oh, look at them, laughing, pointing, mocking the very force that's been shielding you, not realizing they were punching a wall with bare knuckles. And the wall isn't even the one that cracked. You've felt this your whole life. The more aligned you are, the more triggered, unstable people get. Your calm bothers them. Your protection irritates them. Your balance exposes their chaos. So they mocked it. They attacked it. They tried to make it seem fake, weak, or useless. But here's the cosmic twist. The moment someone attacks the stability around a chosen one, the universe doesn't defend you by punishing them. It simply stops protecting them. And you might wonder, why does mocking my protection affect them, not me? Because your protection comes from alignment, from choices, from honesty, from resilience. Theirs comes from ego, from performance, from pretending. So when they mocked the thing keeping you steady, they cut their own lifeline. Life doesn't reward that. Life doesn't tolerate that. Life doesn't let that slide. And now, watch carefully. The cracks in their luck aren't random. The setbacks aren't coincidences. The embarrassment isn't accidental. They didn't break your protection. They broke their own fate. They punched a wall, and the wall won. Number 12. The universe let them dig their own ending. Some people don't fall because someone pushed them. They fall because they were too busy digging a grave to notice they were standing in it. Chosen one, this part is the sweetest justice of all. You didn't have to raise your voice. You didn't have to fight back. You didn't have to explain yourself or defend your name. They handled their own downfall with their own mouth. Every lie they told, every jab they threw, every little smear, insult, whisper, and mock, it all became the shovel they used to carve out their own ending. Oh, look at them, thinking they were writing your downfall, not realizing every sentence was a rope tightening around their story. They wanted you to fall so badly that they spent all their energy digging a hole for you. They studied you, obsessed over you, stalked you, talked about you like it was their side job. And while they were busy plotting your destruction, the universe quietly rearranged the script. The trap they built didn't collapse under your feet. It waited patiently for them to step backward and trip into it themselves. That's the thing about chosen ones. Your enemies self-destruct trying to destroy you. And maybe you asked yourself, why didn't I have to do anything? Why did everything unfold on its own? Because the universe doesn't waste chosen energy on pointless battles. Your silence was protection. Your stillness was strategy. Life wanted the ending to be authored by their own actions, so the message was crystal clear. You don't harm people aligned with their path and walk away clean. Life makes the guilty expose themselves. Life makes the hateful choke on their own behavior. Life lets the unstable collapse under the weight of their own chaos. Now look at them, falling into the hole they dug, scrambling, panicking, confused why everything is turning against them. Meanwhile, the universe is standing at the edge of that hole, arms crossed, smirking like a villain who already knows the ending, whispering, "Too late, you signed it." Chosen one, understand this. You weren't spared because you're lucky. You were spared because you're aligned. And they weren't punished because you wanted revenge. They were punished because they insisted on writing their downfall with their own hands. Their ending wasn't delivered. It was self-authored. And the universe simply let the ink dry. Number 13. The sealed fate. They mocked you, and life said, "Game over." When a hater screams, "I won," the universe just chuckles, because endings are already written before they even start bragging. Chosen one, this is where everything comes full circle. Their fate isn't being sealed, it's already sealed. The moment they mocked you out of pure hate, the moment they tried to test the protection around you, the moment they smirked like they were untouchable, life stamped their file with one brutal verdict: game over. Oh, look at them, thinking they were powerful because they got bold for 5 minutes, thinking their mockery meant something, thinking their jealousy made them superior. Meanwhile, reality was behind them, loading their consequences like a system update they can't cancel. They didn't fall because you wished it. You don't even have the time or the desire to plot anyone's downfall. You're too busy rising. Their collapse started because that's how the universe works. Actions circle back. Energy circles back. Intentions circle back. And theirs came flying back like a boomerang made of steel, hitting them harder than anything you could ever throw. Maybe you wondered, why do I feel so calm now? Why am I not angry anymore? Because your soul already sensed what's happening behind the scenes. The universe is on your side, rearranging things, balancing scales, removing obstacles disguised as people. You don't have to lift a finger. Life is handling it with surgical precision. Their downfall is not revenge. It's correction. It's clarity. It's the world saying, enough. They wanted you to lose. They mocked your protection. They laughed at your growth. They celebrated your struggles. But the universe saw every moment. And now it's closing their chapter with a quiet, cold finality that hits harder than anything they expected. They wanted to play games with your destiny. So life responded with a final message: game over. Their downfall is already loading, and your rise already in motion. And now, chosen one, as everything falls into place, you can finally breathe. The truth exposed them. The universe defended you. Their fate sealed itself while your path opened wider. This chapter wasn't about revenge. It was about revelation. You were never the one falling. You were the one rising while they tripped over their own hatred. And chosen one, if this message hit home, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop 777 in the comments to claim your strength. Share this with someone who needs the reminder. The universe never abandons its own.